Can I have a quick show of hands? How many of you have heard of Facebook? Good, we're getting there. And how many of you have seen the Social Network movie? That's all right. Do you remember a scene where Zuckerberg walks into an investor meeting in his pajamas? Right? Yeah, well, I'll tell you this, that rarely happens. In most cases, entrepreneurs put a tie on, try to look their best, even though that's not best, and they're really, really nervous. Ladies and gentlemen, dear Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests. One of the reasons why I joined Toastmasters was specifically to improve my investor pitching skills. And tonight, all of you will have a chance to witness an entrepreneur pitch his idea, his $1 billion idea to you. And you'll have a chance to put yourselves into the position of venture capitalists and investors. Just for a second, imagine if Zuckerberg came to his local Toastmasters club before going to this infamous meeting and practiced his speech. What do you think Toastmasters present at that meeting would feel? Wouldn't they be telling stories to absolutely everyone that they were the first ones to hear his speech, and they were one of the first ones to hear about the idea? Well, if all goes to plan and our idea succeeds and we get millions of downloads, we get a chance to reshape the entertainment and gaming industry, and we get a chance to make your lives fun, more happier and just more fun. Then all of you, every single one of you, will have a great story to add to your storytelling war chest. So, what do I start with? Dear investors, they say ideas are worthless, execution is everything. And it's true. That's actually one of the reasons why I did not ask you to sign an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, and why I'm not afraid of talking about this idea openly. Because even the best idea will not succeed without a great team. A team that is flexible, a team that is bold, a team that is credible and incredible, and possibly a bit fluffy, and a team that knows its weaknesses, but always plays to its strength. So, I'm not going to dwell for too long about what we've done, where we come from, what our backgrounds are, and why and how we will deliver. But I'll tell you this, and you probably have never seen so many visual aids in 1 minute. Here we go. When you take a designer, that represents a designer, when you take a designer who worked for the best design studio in Russia, best and well-known design studio in Russia, then you add developers who have dozens of apps and startups under their belts, incredible apps and startups under their belts. Then you add the right place, and of course the right time. Then you put it all together. Of course you add a leader who is visionary and who is experienced and who can drive this idea forward. So you put it all together and you mix it up a little bit. Mix it up a little bit, give it a good shake. And that, ladies and gentlemen, how you get a company. And we are right here in this corner. That's how you get a company that is great. And that is how you get a company that can make a dent in the universe. So, ladies and gentlemen, what's the idea, you may be asking yourselves? It's a game called Guessmate. And it has a very simple premise. You can play it with your friends, or you can play it with a computer. So if you're playing it with a computer, then you get a collection of, say, 50 images. And each image, or 1,000 images, or 500 images, doesn't matter. And each image is split into 12 cells. All cells are blacked out, and only one cell is open. And that's how technology works. Right, and only one cell is open. So you can't probably see it from here, so I'll zoom it in for you from here. Can you recognize from that one open cell what that is? Go on.
It's Barcelona.
That is correct. That's good. So you get 3 points. Good. Well done. What about that, young man?
Winston Churchill.
Correct. Well done. That is Winston Churchill. Well, everyone knows that. That's good. This one will be trickier. Ah, look at that. Well done. And the last one.
The flag of Russia.
Well done. Good. And of course you can go on and on and on with this one. And the beauty of this idea is that you can get brands and companies and organizations to suggest challenges to you. You can get, for example, how many of you here don't like puppies? Good, everyone likes puppies. Well, one person. So you can get, for example, the Kennel Club to create a collection of 50 puppies, or 100 puppies for people to guess from their noses, ears, paws, or what have you. Or it could be classic cars, it could be classic watches, it could be cities, skylines. The list is endless. We all have different interests. But this application will cater to every single hobby, to every single interest. But of course, the beauty of it is when you're playing with a friend, And it's even more fun. For example, imagine David and I went to a crazy weekend to Las Vegas. We took millions of photographs. And then I'm just sitting at home, have nothing to do, or I want to have some fun. So I send a photograph to David. It's split into 12 images. I set a word, which I think David will associate with this image. And here we go, and we carry on. So that's the idea of this image. In terms of the market, you may be asking yourselves, so how big is the market? How big is the opportunity? And it's gigantic. It's probably 3 times as big as that. According to PwC consulting firm, and probably their competitors to KPMG, as of, what is it? By 2015, the global games market, video games market, will be worth around $85 billion. That's what it'll be, 85 billion. That's almost 2/3 the size of the film industry, and twice the size of the recorded music industry. So it's huge, really. As of this month, there are more than 350 million iPhones, iOS devices, iPhones, iPads, and iPod Touch devices have been sold, and almost a similar number of Android devices. So we are talking, potentially, about hundreds of millions of users, and possibly about a $100 billion market. Dear investors, I've already committed more than £10,000 of my own capital to this game, and it will see through to fruition. So we'll launch the application, and we'll have enough capital to do some modest advertising. But in order to launch with a huge bang, and I believe that in order for this application, for this game, to be a true entertainment wonder, we need a huge marketing bang. We need a little bit more money. And if you believe in this idea, and if you can see the potential and invest now, by our calculation, you'll be able to make 10 to 15 times return on your money in 12 to 18 months. Thank you very much, and if you have any questions, please let me know.